All right, I wasn't expecting much from Halloween Kills, mostly because I thought the last movie was not great either. But this was just atrocious on every level. I mean, every single character in this movie is stupid. They have to be, or Michael wouldn't be able to kill any of them. And I know that's common with slasher movies, but this is just too much. I'm starting to wonder why they bothered to reboot this franchise in 2018. Because it's basically reverted back to the old lore. Michael Myers is an unkillable robot. He's full supernatural. So what was the point of the reboot? It seemed like they wanted to make it more realistic. But he's literally the Terminator. The only difference is that Laurie Strode is not related to him anymore. That was their big improvement. And they brought back some familiar faces from the original Halloween, but they can't save it because they're all stupid too. I mean, there's a scene where a group of them are armed with guns, and they fire until their guns are empty, but they don't hit him because he hasn't shown himself yet. And one of them even shoots herself in the fucking head by mistake. I mean, is this supposed to be a comedy? It feels like Scary Movie at times. Like it's that stupid. But there's nothing fun about it. And I think the worst part is it wants you to think it's intelligent and thought-provoking. There seems to be a message about the evils of humanity in this movie. And it's total shit. I mean, the audacity to try to deliver some kind of moral message in a movie this bad. I mean, here's what happens. The town is pissed off that Michael Myers is back, and understandably so. So they become an angry mob. They might as well have pitchforks. And they end up chasing another mentally ill man through the halls of a hospital because they think he's Michael. Except he's a short, fat dude that couldn't possibly be Michael. It's like if a character wanted to kill Arnold Schwarzenegger and saw Danny DeVito and assumed that must be him because they were in Twins together or something. I mean, it's that stupid. And they try to get poignant and talk about how Michael is turning them all into monsters. Oh, so deep. Go fuck yourself. Honestly, it's insulting. I mean, and they don't even learn anything from it. After they fuck this guy up, they're like, well, let's go get Michael now. So it's not like the experience changed them in any way. They're still an angry mob, mindless. And I know I'm getting a little heated now, but I just hate when movies treat you like you're a fucking moron. And I really think this one does. But honestly, why wouldn't it? We've all sat through 12 of these fucking movies now. I mean, why would they start to worry about what we think? They know they got us. They know we're going to watch. And the movie continues with people dying in stupid ways. Michael goes back to his childhood home and kills Stuart from Mad TV and his husband. And I just don't know what the point of that was. It just felt cruel, honestly. And Stuart dies basically how he dies in Austin Powers. He just stands there and dies. And one of the characters, who is carrying a shotgun, runs over to his mutilated corpse, I guess to check on it, even though he's clearly dead. She puts down the shotgun and picks up a knife. She drops the shotgun in favor of a knife. Now, she does pick up the shotgun again, but it's like she knows. She knows she's going to fail with this shotgun. So the knife will come in handy when she loses the gun. It's like she's a character who's preparing for how stupid she's going to be. And then the town catches up with Michael, and they all surround him. And it's a scene that is reminiscent of Batman in the Arkham games. They all attack him one by one, and some of them even shoot him, and he takes them all out. I mean, is this an action movie? What is this movie? There's no resolution. There's no story to speak of, which I guess makes it more similar to the first movie in how simple it is, but it wants you to care about these characters and make you think it has some kind of thoughtful theme to it. And that's next to impossible when all the characters are this stupid. I mean, they're too stupid to conceivably exist. And there's also a scene with a CGI Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis. And he looks more like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, that's what they should have done. They should have had Stone Cold play Dr. Loomis and fight Michael Myers. It wouldn't have been any more stupid than it already is. And it would have been a lot more fun. And I'm starting to wonder how long this night is, because it's definitely November 1st by the end of this movie. But I guess that doesn't really matter, because it doesn't feel like Halloween anyway. Aside from a few people in subtle costumes, it's like any other night in this shit town. Oh, and don't take a drink every time someone says evil dies tonight, because you'll need your stomach pumped before the movie's over. And despite how many times they say it, evil doesn't die tonight. Michael Myers wins. I mean, that's why people are making the Empire Strikes Back comparison. But I don't really want to do that, because the Empire Strikes Back is a good movie, and this is not. But I guess there are some similarities. And for the record, I love the original Halloween movie. I think it's one of the greatest horror movies of all time. But as far as the sequels go, I think this franchise is really bad. I mean, I think the Nightmare on Elm Street sequels are better. I think the Friday the 13th sequels are better. I even think the Chucky sequels are better than the Halloween sequels. Because regardless of how well they started off, they know what they became. They're self-aware. I mean, the thing that annoys me most about this is that it still wants to be taken seriously. It's hanging on to the legitimacy of the first movie. And I don't think anyone is convinced. I'm certainly not convinced. But if you like it or even loved it, tell me. Tell me what you liked about it, because I'm very curious. I'm looking for anything redeeming here, and I don't see it. I thought it was terrible. I give it 1/2 Dick Rock out of 5. It's bad, but not in a fun way. And I just think that Michael Myers is overcompensating because Busta Rhymes kicked the shit out of him. And we haven't forgotten. We'll never forget.